Hello, I'm Heather.
And I'm Ryan.
Welcome to the podcast. It's game night, it's sibling rivalry, it's a walk down memory lane, but most importantly, it's politics free.
Guaranteed.
Welcome to round 3 of Pando. Here's how it works. We have a set of cards. On each one is written 3 personal questions. For example, one card asks, does a weekend alone sound boring or amazing to me? Am I a hugger? And what fixins do I usually put on my cheeseburger? First, I'll ask Ryan 3 questions pertaining to me, and he'll have to answer each one correctly, earning 1 point per correct answer, and a bonus point for getting all 3 correct. Then we'll switch it around, and it'll be my turn. Whoever scores the most points wins the ever-coveted Gloating Rights trophy.
Until we play again.
Your eyes were so wide on that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Ryan, for the record.
No, wait, no, shut up. But don't say anything. Can we make this a practice round?
Okay, we'll do it as a practice round, and then we'll get into the real round. This doesn't count.
Okay, so for you, does weekend sound boring or weekend alone sound boring or amazing to me? I think most of the time, boring, but sometimes amazing. Depending.
It sounds amazing to me.
Okay.
Full stop.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Charlie and Holly, your mother says she's sorry. Anyway, okay. Are you a hugger? I want to say yes, you are.
Correct.
Awesome. And for your fixins that you usually put on a cheeseburger, I'm going to say you probably do everything. I mean, like all your regular stuff, like the pickles, tomatoes, onions, lettuce.
Nailed it. I've never met a condiment I won't put on a cheeseburger. Anyway, the game we are playing once again is called Pando. That is Pando. It was created by Pando and is available at playpando.com. Link in the show notes. They are not a sponsor. Ryan, are you ready for your first round? Cards that count.
Yes.
Good. Running score. Ryan 9, Heather 12.
Mm-hmm.
Here's your first question. Do I prefer bone-in or boneless chicken wings?
I'm going to say boneless. No, wait. Yes. Boneless.
Incorrect.
Damn it! It looked like you were about to say yes. I stopped myself. Son of a bitch.
Nice try, though. Here's a great one. What color are my eyes?
They're the same color as Dad's eyes.
And what color might that be, pray tell?
Like a greenish, bluish color.
I'm going to give it to you.
Okay.
Because the fact of the matter is, I don't even know what color my eyes are.
Okay, fair enough.
They're kind of this like blue on the outside and this kind of pukey yellow color on the inside, making it look kind of greenish. It looks nice as a combo if I wear the right colors. But if you get up close and personal with it, it's not that attractive, in my opinion. All right. Have I ever gone on a blind date?
No. No.
Correct.
All right. Ugh.
You scored yourself 2 on that one, bro.
All right.
Hit me with mine.
What Olympic sport do I most enjoy watching?
This is a tricky one, but I'm going to go with none of them. And you don't watch the Olympics.
I'm going to give you that one because I really don't like watching sports. But if I do watch the Olympics, it's usually either figure skating or gymnastics and the snowboarding and the half pipe. Mm-hmm. And sometimes swimming, but I really don't watch it. So more commonly, I don't watch it. So yes, I will give you that.
All right, I'll take it.
Okay.
I'm not going to be stingy about what I take, considering my track record of losing these games.
Am I constantly worried something bad is about to happen to me?
I'm going to say no to that.
That's probably true. It's true.
I hope not anyway. That'd be a miserable state of existence to be in, like every minute thinking about something horrible that might happen to you. That's no way to live.
All right, Heather, I have to think about this one because I don't even know the answer to this.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. Okay, what is my favorite type of cheese?
I'm getting the idea that it's a sharp cheese on the sharp side, picking up notes of sharp from over yonder. Blue cheese.
Smoked Agouda.
Smoked Agouda. Okay. Well, I got 2 points on that one. No bonus point for me.
And I still didn't fall further behind. So that's good for me.
Indeed. But now you're going to get ready
to lose?
To die.
Okay.
I mean, let's play the next set of cards. Ready?
Yes. Oh, no.
Name my all-time favorite sports team that I've even talked about on this podcast before.
The Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills. Okay. All right.
Nailed it.
I was trying to remember who's in Buffalo.
Ryan, do I fidget?
Yes.
I guess I have to give that to you because I have a habit of rubbing my eyebrow.
Okay, I was going to say, because literally everybody fidgets. There's always something that somebody does. There just is.
But I definitely have a little habit of playing with my eyebrow, so I think that counts as fidgeting. So I
literally
I give
fidget with everything. Everything.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. What is my favorite type of donut?
Maple bars.
Correct. I'm impressed. You nailed that.
Oh, yes.
And you get a bonus point.
Oh, yeah. All right.
All right. Hit me with my last set.
Do I like to eat fish?
Yes, provided that it is a kind you like, that is cooked in a way you like, and cooked well.
Yes, that is true. I will give you that, because that is exactly how it is for me. I don't like fish that's like in still water, like pond fish or lake fish. I like sea fish.
Like?
Quite a lot. So did you get that one? Yes, you did get that one. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Would I make a better author, actor, politician, or athlete?
I am going to go actor. I think you would make the best actor, and I think you would be a good actor, too.
I would agree with that because I have no interest in being an author, politician, or an athlete. So, yeah. But...
Nailed it!
Oh, damn it. You've gotten 2 right so far. Have I ever faked sick to stay home from school or work?
Yes. Yes, you have.
Nope, incorrect. Only 2 points for you.
1 point for me plus a bonus. Thank you so much.
Well, Heather, this was a tied game. Do we need a tiebreaker here?
I'm sorry. Was it a no? Because I'm winning. Oh, it's a tied game. The round is tied. Your math is better than mine. Once again demonstrated on this podcast. So the score is 6-6 for the. I don't think we need a tiebreaker because it's not the final round.
Okay, fine. Heather, would I say that this one was a wash?
It was a wash indeed. Overall, 15 for you and 18 for me.
I'm only 3 behind. I still got a chance. Still got a chance to kick your ass.
I got to smoke you in the next one. Now listen, typically I would do research inspired by this week's game next, but we're going to flip it around. We're going to do stories first, and you're going to see why when we get to the next section.
Okie dokie.
Now, of course, I got these stories from Reddit, inspired by the card, Have I Ever Faked Sick to Stay Home from School or Work?
Oh, I have a story about that. I'll hold that thought.
Yeah, hold that thought. Before we get into this, we, of course, want to hear your stories. You think of them when you listen to the episode and you go, oh, that time when I blah. Send me an email, thepoliticsfreepodcast@outlook.com. DM me on Instagram The Politics Free Podcast, and I occasionally put little posts up there that ask the questions. You can comment on those posts for an answer as well, or you can leave us a voice message, but nobody seems to want to do that. But you just go to the website, link in the show notes, scroll down. It's thepoliticsfreepodcast.com. Click on the link to our voice service. We want your stories. I will ask for them until I'm blue in the face, and then I'll keep asking for them till I get them. I won't give up. Now, what is the best way to fake being sick? Was the question being answered on Reddit? Well, Ryan, share your story first, actually.
Okay, so there was one time at work where I wanted not to go into work. So I told them that I hurt my back and played hooky that day. And I went in the next day and I hammed it up. I really did. I went in and I walked all stiff all day. And anytime someone called my name, I would like turn like this.
He just did a really stiff, full body turn to demonstrate the back pain turn he would do.
Like I didn't like turn my neck like you don't have that full motor function in your neck, so you turn your whole upper body, and that's what I would do. Like, and I walked around like that all day, and I made sure to like slow down my work. Like I didn't work as fast as I normally do, and I really made sure I looked like I was in pain all day long, so that people didn't think I was faking it the day before.
I'm impressed that you took it to that lengths. It's possible you didn't fool anybody. Do you think you fooled them?
It is entirely possible. Oh, I think I fooled some people.
Well, fair enough. And just in case you ever decide you do want to play hooky again, here's some ways you can do it. Disclaimer, we at the Politics Free Podcast condone none of the following behavior. Again, the question is, what is the best way to fake being sick? From Reddit is my therapist. This depends on the level at which you are trying to fool. If you have to fake to a parent for school, K through 12, there's the classics. Pouring some kind of chunky soup in the toilet, making sure to splash a little on the brim for accuracy's sake. You can even put some of the soup in your mouth mixed with raw egg for the sticky saliva yellow bile effect, and then vomit in front of someone by just going through the motions and sounds and letting it fall out of your mouth. Make sure you jerk forward a little to give some of those authentic puke heaves. If you just need to convince a job college professor, you can make a fake doctor's note. Do it by either using an actual doctor's note you received from your physician as a template, or by finding a free template online.
Genius.
Yeah.
Why have I never thought of that?
I don't know. I never thought of it either. Replace the fake stuff with your doctor's contact info and hand it in. Assuming you're in America. HIPAA laws make it illegal for your doctor's office to even confirm you are a patient there, so they can't actually call to verify your doctor wrote the note.
So I have to add one thing on there real quick. I have forced myself to vomit at work so that I can be like, I gotta go home.
Wow.
I did the gag myself in the bathroom, and then I got myself to the point where I was like dry heaving enough that I was like, okay, I can make myself vomit. And I ran outside. Well, that's not true. I didn't run outside. I did walk out of the bathroom very calmly, holding back the dry heaves. And I walked near a trash can that I knew rank real bad of rotten stuff. And I got a big old whiff of it, and I just right into the trash can. Right in front of like 5 people, including my boss. And I was like, I don't feel so good. And my boss is like, yeah, you should probably go home. And I was like, I will. And then I skipped over to the time card, clocked out, and was on my way.
I am truly impressed. Here's some other answers. Again, the question is, what is the best way to fake being sick? Call in and be like, I'm sick. Fuck you. What? Pretty succinct answer. Not a bad idea. Eat something to get the shits, or take something that gives you mild allergic reactions. I feel like that might be a bad idea.
Yeah, probably.
If you have a peanut allergy and you want to fake being sick, don't eat a peanut. Figure something else out. You're going to kill yourself. Let's move on. Better off just generating a false family emergency. Yeah, I would say so. Don't give yourself an allergic reaction, for crying out loud. Oh,
Yeah.
throw up on whoever you're trying to make think you're sick. You should have thrown up on someone, bro. That's what you were missing from that plan.
And just start a whole vomit party. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, if I had been there, I would have been part of the vomit party for sure. Depends on who you're trying to fool. Some people are smart enough to know when you put a thermometer on a light bulb and have a 115-degree fever. And then this answer to the question was ignored by everyone, and it just made me laugh. Once again, the question, what is the best way to fake being sick? Answer, sick like flu or sick like cancer? Please don't fake having cancer. Please don't do that. All right. So now we come to the research inspired by this week's game. But here's the thing. I don't have any research inspired by this week's game because, quite frankly, I looked and I poked around for things that could be interesting, and I just didn't find anything I thought was interesting enough. So I thought, you know what we should do instead? A quiz. And the quiz is inspired by the stories that were inspired by this week's game. We're going to take the Am I a Sociopath BuzzFeed quiz. I know I said that the quiz was from BuzzFeed. It's actually from Brainfall. Brainfall.com. Sociopath test. Here we go. How do you feel when someone wants to vent their feelings to you? A little annoyed, I have enough on my plate, but willing to help. Very irritated, someone else's feelings aren't my problem. I'm happy to empathize with others. Ugh, I guess I'll pretend to listen.
I'm happy to empathize with others.
It's not really a cut and dry answer for me.
It's not.
Because if it's somebody that does nothing but complain, you get tired of it after a while.
For sure.
But if it's somebody that's genuinely got a problem and they're a good friend of mine, like, I am happy to empathize. I will pick a little annoyed, I have enough on my plate, but willing to help. As an in-between between those two things.
I am right there with you. However, it really depends on the person, and there is like one particular person that just is a chronic complainer, always has a problem, and it's actually gotten to the point where it's like I just stopped helping this person because of that. But most of the time, I think it's people are genuinely have a problem, and I'm happy to empathize with them and help them however I can. So I'll go with that one. Happy to empathize with others.
Do you think you lie more or less than the average person? More, slightly more, less, about the same. I feel like I'm an average person, and it's probably about the same.
Yeah, I would probably go with that.
All right. Next question. You're at a cafe, and you've been waiting for your drink for over 10 minutes. It looks like the barista skipped your drink and is making the smoothie that the guy behind you ordered. What do? I asked the barista why she hasn't made my drink. I mean, a latte can't take that long to make. I keep waiting. It's busy here and she'll get to my drink soon. I confront the barista and angrily demand that she make my drink. I'm a paying customer and my drink should be made before the guys behind me. I go stand in front of the counter and stare at the barista. She can't forget about my drink if I'm right in front of her. I keep waiting. 10 minutes isn't that long, especially like in a Starbucks that's super busy.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I will wait. And if I start seeing maybe 2 or 3 people behind me that are getting their drinks before me, I'm going to talk to the barista. But I'm not going to be like, why aren't you making my drink? I'll just be like, hey, excuse me. I've been waiting for my drink. Do you know when it'll be up? Like, I will be very calm and nice about it because I try not to be a dick to people.
Sure.
But I wouldn't just keep waiting. Like, even if it's busy, like, if people are getting served before me that were ordered after me, I'm going to ask questions. So I'll go with the first one.
I would go, fair enough. I'm going to go, I keep waiting because I've had that happen before, and then I wait. And then if it becomes obvious that they've literally skipped me, because sometimes they don't do it in exact order. That's all.
Right.
So Someone is trying to merge into your lane on the interstate and their lane is about to end. What do you do? I don't let them over. It's not my fault they can't drive. I don't even notice that they're trying to merge. I let them merge in front of me. I slow down to let them over, but they take too long to realize, so I speed off. I mean, I've had that happen before.
I've had that happen to me before, and it really depends on the situation.
Typically, I'm going to let them merge in front of me, though. Typically.
Yeah, same. Yeah, but if it depends, like if they're like at the same speed as me and they're like right next to me, depending on my mood, I'm going to speed up and just get in front of them. Like if we're pacing each other, or if I'm not really in a hurry, I'll slow down and just let them go. But I'm like not a dick about it.
Right.
So typically, though, I let them merge in front of me because that's usually how it kind of works out.
I'm right there with you on that one. Do you tend to think things through or act impulsively? I always think things through before making decisions. I act on impulse a lot of the time. I think some things through, but I'm impulsive too. I am very impulsive and do what I want when I want to.
I'm going to go with I think some things through, but I'm impulsive too.
I think I'm with you on that one. Think about your past romantic relationships. Are there any common themes? There's always some kind of drama, usually involving yelling, fighting, or substance abuse. I always cheat or almost cheat. Every relationship has been different, and there aren't the same prominent themes in each one. I really like people in the beginning of relationships, but I quickly lose interest.
Mine's been different, but they always break up with me every time.
Well, hey, you've got one that hasn't broken up with you yet. I mean, that came out
true.
Wrong. That came out wrong. Sorry. Not yet. Okay. Question 7. Do you ever make up stories or repeatedly lie so that people like you or trust you? I did when I was younger, but I grew out of it. Only when it will benefit me in some way. Not really. I don't feel the need to lie. Yes, and most people never catch on to the fact that I'm lying. Yes, they do. Not really. I don't feel the need to lie about stuff like that.
Same.
Next question. You were yelled at by your boss in front of all of your coworkers and you feel humiliated. How do you deal with it? I cope with negative feelings with substance abuse and partying.
Hell yeah.
I completely blow up on my boss, calling them names and insulting them without remorse. I'm just going to click that because that's mine. I key their car on my way out of work. I feel upset, but I try not to let it get to me too much.
I think most of the time, for me, it's been I feel upset, but I try not to let it get to me too much. I've probably blown up on my boss maybe 1 or 2 times, but I sure have daydreamed about keying their car on their way out of work.
But have you actually ever done it, though?
No, I have never done it.
Okay. So where do you land?
I've never had a boss in the recent past blow up on me and humiliate me in front of coworkers. I've had bosses get upset with me, and I've been able to talk it through with them. But in the past, I have had bosses that were absolute dicks to me almost always, and most of the time I just bottled it up and moved on with some blow up. So most of the time it's just I deal with it and move on.
All right. Think about your childhood and teen years. Were you considered a problem child?
Yes.
I know you were. I don't think I was. Let's see what our choices are here. I wasn't an easy child, but my behavior was due to mental health issues that eventually resolved. I was the only person in my family who wasn't a problem. I was a pretty normal kid. I didn't get into any major trouble. I got into a lot of trouble as a kid. I didn't care about following social rules or any rules for that matter. Where do you land with those choices?
I'm going to say the first one. I wasn't an easy child, but my behavior was due to mental health issues that eventually resolved.
And I'm going to go with I was a pretty normal kid. I didn't get into any major trouble, which is true enough.
True enough.
Last question. What is your main goal in life? You only have 4 choices, so get it right. Getting rich, having nice things, and doing whatever I want. Just having fun and enjoying life. Connecting with people and making the world a better place. Making sure my life is better than everyone's around me.
Hell yeah.
That one? Number 4
No.
for you?
No, no. I mean, mine's a combination of the two middle ones. Just having fun and enjoying life, or connecting with people and making the world a better place. I really do like connecting with people. However, I am a homebody for the most part, so I'm just going to go with just having fun and enjoying life.
Man, this one's tough for me. I'm leaning toward connecting with people and making the world a better place because theoretically, I would love to make the world a better place. Am I actually doing anything to make the world a better place? Not in any huge kind of way, but we've got this podcast. We make people laugh with it.
It's true.
I'm going to pick connecting with people and making the world a better place.
I think you're less of a sociopath than me.
You have your result?
I do. I scored 12% sociopath. I am angelic.
You sound angelic. You scored 15%. You are angelic. I can't believe I'm more of a sociopath than you are.
Oh my God. Heather, I will hold this over your head forever. You freaking sociopath.
I'm so glad I did that instead of finding interesting research so I could find out that Ryan's more angelic than me somehow. God.
I am. Look at me, Heather. Bask in my angelicacy.
Yeah, stop singing. Let's move on.
Sociopath right there. Sociopath behavior. How dare you?
Ryan.
Yes?
We're going to do the question of the week, and then we're going to get the hell out of here.
All right.
And we're going to change it up a little, folks. Ryan's going to ask the question of the week this week. Ryan, go ahead.
What old school skill set do you still have?
I can work a VCR, baby. VCR.
I can work a VCR. I can read maps.
Oh, yeah, I can read maps, too.
I can dial on a rotary phone.
I can use cursive handwriting.
I can cursive handwrite. Let's see. I can drive stick shift. That's kind of considered old school these days. There's not a whole lot of, I mean, they still make stick shifts. Obviously, here in the U.S., it's far more common to get an automatic car than it is a stick shift. Whereas in Europe, I believe they pretty much all they have is stick shift. Like, automatic is more rare over there.
Really?
I believe.
Interesting.
I believe so.
I used to be able to drive stick. Can't anymore.
So
I forgot how.
The other day at work, I got on this forklift. I was borrowing it from the campus that we're on. And I go to start this thing up and try to move forward with it. And it kept cutting out on me. And it took me forever to realize that this forklift had a freaking clutch on it.
Oh.
And I've never driven a forklift with a clutch. And this thing was old. It was so old, but I could still drive it. I was able to drive it once I realized there was a clutch on it and that I actually needed to shift gears. But it was such a pain in the ass to use.
Yeah.
Because I'm so used to forklifts just being automatic.
What old school skill set do you have? Tell us.
I can use a plumb bob instead of a laser.
Interesting. Very nice. Very nice. Any other old school skill set that you have before we wrap it here?
Not that I can think of.
Excellent. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Thank you for sharing the podcast. I know that you're sharing because we're getting more and more listeners, a few more every week, it seems. We had a South American explosion this week.
Oh, nice.
We had like 5 different South American countries listen to the podcast for the first time. Let's shout them out. Welcome, Argentina, Venezuela, Ecuador, Colombia, Chile, and Uruguay. Welcome, and since I never officially welcomed any country, also welcome United States, United Kingdom, Ireland, Australia, and Canada. Welcome to the podcast, y'all.
I can't believe you just said y'all.
Yeah, that's a Southern thing, and we're not Southern. Don't know why I went out with that, but
because it's Merkin.
It's Merkin. It's a convenient word. It's 2 words smushed into one. But seriously, thank you for sharing. Please continue to share. Tell somebody about it this week. That is the number one way that people come to listen to a new podcast, and we will appreciate it forever.
And who knows, once we start getting more listeners, maybe we'll start getting listener responses. Hint,
We
hint.
would love listener responses. We are dying for them. We're desperate for them. We're not needy, though. We can still keep going without them, but we would like them. I just realized I should dial it back a little. We don't want it too much. You know what I mean?
I
It's
feel
reverse
you.
psychology. Reverse psychology. Okay.
Mhm. Nailed it.
Anyway, I totally nailed it. Thanks for coming. We'll catch you next time.
Until next time.
Until we play again for the love of God. Until we play again.
We play again.
That's the one.